Okay, we're back. Ricardo is already at work browning the pork ribs.
Hi guys.
And we have, the only thing we did, I wanted to show you was we finished the stock that we'll be using to cook the rice. And there's the olive oil that we put in the pan, heated it up to brown the ribs. And this list is the order in which we're going to put all the ingredients into the paella pan. So right now we're at number 2. We have put the meat in and salted the meat, and we're browning the meat, and we're just at the point where the rest of the steps will go fairly quickly. So we started the video here. So we're about to add the green beans. There's the beautiful sound of browning pork ribs, chicken, and we'll get all that flavor going with some beautiful green beans.
The meat has been maybe browning for about, let's say, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Now, does it have to be cooked all the way through?
No, because it's gonna boil with the rice. We just wanna brown it and give it some a little bit of crispy texture.
Crispy texture.
On the outside.
Yeah.
And now the green beans, they're gonna need like maybe 2-3 minutes, no more, until we see they are a bit also brown on the outside.
Okay.
We always cook paella with the fire kind of high, so things go kind of fast.
Fairly quickly.
Yeah.
We say un fuego alegre, right?
Yeah.
A happy fire. So you see the oil is always happy and dancing. Keep it hot like that. Now if it ever starts to smoke, that's too hot. Right?
Yeah.
¿Ahora vamos a continuar o lo hago otro
Yeah,
video?
continue, I think. Or it's gonna be too long, I don't know. I can put the garlic already.
So we're going to add the garlic. There's our minced clove of garlic.
Here it is.
There it is. Goes in with everything else.
The garlic as well, you can like decide how much you wanna put in. You put a clove, but maybe if you're not a big fan of garlic, you can just put a half of clove, or if you like it more, you can put it a bit more. Once you have cooked it once, you will maybe decide the amount. And this is gonna be really fast. You shouldn't let the garlic get overcooked. That's important. So as soon as it gets some color, you're gonna put the tomato, the red tomato.
Grated tomato. And what do we want to accomplish with the tomato?
Well, we want to come to a fried tomato. It's gonna get kind of dark red. It's not that much, that big quantity of tomatoes, so it's gonna cook also kind of fast, you know?
Yeah.
But it's gonna look like we put fried tomato instead of gray tomato when it's done.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take on a darker red cooked tomato sauce color.
You're filming?
Yep.
Okay, so we are ready for the paprika. Just put like 1 spoon or a little bit more, 1.5 spoons. And we move it a little bit, let it cook. Here again, don't let it cook too much, just a little bit. Because if the paprika, if it's cooked too much, it's gonna be bitter taste. So
It's gonna be bitter, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta move it around and make a
Yeah.
homogeneous
And now it's gonna be the rice.
It's already
Okay,
ready for
yeah.
the rice. There comes the rice. Some people say you throw the rice in a form of a cross, but Ricardo likes to do a big mountain.
And now with the rice the same. We need to, it's called nacarar or nacarar, or they call it like that in Valencia. And what you need is to cook it a little bit without still putting any liquid. Just like a couple of minutes.
And this, they
Until you
say, makes the texture of the rice a little more interesting, right? A little more crunchy, maybe? No, what it said?
Yeah, maybe. More crunchy, or you will see that it gets, it becomes a little bit white in the middle and transparent. If that word is in the outside.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so some people do this like for 2-3 minutes, some for 5. It changes the texture of the rice. So as well, you can try, but at least do it a couple of minutes without any liquid. And now we're gonna add the stock. Okay, we use this time one
Glass?
full glass for Susan and me.
Of rice?
We're gonna begin with let's say 1, 2, let's say a little bit of more than 2.5.
2.5.
We will be able to add more if when it's done and we don't have any more liquid. We'll see that the right it's done or not. I mean, with this like 2.5, if it's not done, you're not gonna be far from the right being done. Okay, now I'm adding the salt. It's the moment to add the salt now. And
Although we salted the meat before, this is the point where you taste the stock and you finalize the level of salt. So, you know, it's at this point, yeah, and it could even be a little bit saltier than you're used to because it's going to cook down and be absorbed by the rice. So this is the last place that you can add salt to adjust the flavor.
What I was saying is you don't want it to move because the paella is not like the risotto.
You don't want to stir it.
You don't want to stir it. Once that you put the water, you want to leave it, and that's because you want the rice to be how do you say that in English? How do you say that in English?
Loose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want it to be loose.
Not like the risotto they are all stick.
Yeah, the risotto is the opposite. So we don't want it to release any of the almidon, which, yeah.
And now, after the salt, you can add the rosemary.
Rosemary.
In the middle, and let it boil for a while. If you don't like it too much taste, you can take it out after 5 minutes. If you like the taste, you can leave it the whole time.
So let's look at that level of boiling there. This is a good amount, right?
Yeah.
This is that happy boil, that fuego alegre that we told. Now, how many minutes?
Well,
does it cook
it's
like
until the water is gonna go and it's gonna totally disappear. So
okay.
I would say.
So if we've adjusted,
it's gonna go and it's gonna totally disappear. So
okay.
I would say.
So if we've adjusted the stock amount correctly to the rice, once all the stock is absorbed, the rice will be properly cooked, and will, you know, all those things will happen simultaneously. But of course, we'll try as we go. You know, as it gets closer to the end, we'll try the tenderness of the rice, see if it's finished or not.
Yeah.
So
here's the paella.
So we just let it go, right?
Yeah.
You're making that food for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have taken the paella from the fire and we tried it, and the rice is done. It's perfect. It's not too soft. It's still a little al dente. and it consumed all of the stock, so we think our paella is perfect and finished. We always like to accompany our paella with a green salad. The flavors go well with a sherry vinegar or even a balsamic vinegar like we've done today, and some good crusty bread. The paella experts say that it's best to eat paella with a wooden spoon because you don't get any of the metallic flavor from a metal utensil if you use that. So a wooden spoon and dig in. I hope